Bruce went from having a bigger family, a kid, and getting more responsibilities to lose his family basically. So those are pretty drastic emotions. How do you draw those emotions from that? So suddenly it gets very intense for him in every sense.
Well, Booth is very complex. He's a hard-working guy, and everything that's presented to him, he has to examine and interrogate his own sense of being. So, I think for Booth, he just really has to see how it unfolds. And I think with this coming season, he'll have to figure out the difference between, will he go after Brennan or let the paperwork be filed? And I think he's more of a man of action. So I think once he decides to go out and find her, to go out and find Brennan, then all those emotions will come out slowly.
Life is messy, and it's kind of like, is the honeymoon period going to be over with Booth and Brennan?
Well, I don't think it's really started. I mean, we haven't gotten married. I mean, I think we've always been together. I think we've been kind of going back and forth with the actual consummation, and now we have a child. So because of how the season ended this past season, it'll open up tons of questions for Booth, and she's an adventurer. She's pretty much realistic about certain things. This is the way it should have been done, and he's going to question all that, and it'll cause a lot of rifts, and we'll see how that unfolds with the two of them.
Will you be directing more this season?
I think so. Yeah, we'll see. It's tough to be able to go back and forth with that intensity of time, and it's a challenge that I love, and then I hate when I'm done. It's very tiring, but I do like it a lot. We'll see. I think directing a season finale adds a little bit more pressure because it is a season finale.
Right.
Doing a standalone episode, I think I'd probably rather do that this year. Something a little bit less of an intensity of trying to fulfill certain aspects of a script rather than just kind of taking a script and putting a spin on it.
Has directing changed your approach to your character at all?
Yeah, I look at him all the time in the mirror when I'm upset with him and say, this is the way he should have done it. Not really. I think that I'm always prepared for the work as an actor, prepared for the work as a director, and continuously challenge myself to put the character in positions where he's constantly in conflict with the opposing character, and there's goals, and he always maintains a relationship with Brennan and how to balance all that. So it's a juggling effect. But as far as being a director and looking at it, it's tough because when you're so into it, you really don't intensify it that much. Just kind of let it unfold. But I mean, I examine the story and the scenes between me and her, and then when I'm actually directing it, it just comes out.
You have shot 4 bonus episodes that fans
Yes.
get to see. So
Oh, they're good.
which one is your favorite?
Well, I think shooting the 4 standalone episodes were just, you could really pretty much do anything with them. So, you guys have seen the Hollywood episode, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty much a standalone episode.
Kind of, but
So that was my favorite one. It really didn't have much of relevance to the storyline. I like that one.
Have you reached the point when you know more about your character than the directors or writers and say, okay, this line is going to say my character?
No. I mean, look, directors come in, and I think we have a great board of directors that understand and how to push the actors. You never want a director that's going to come in and say, oh, well, you've been doing this, you know what you're doing. Because then really, why are you here? It really doesn't make much sense. So, I mean, for a director to come on, they're all very enthusiastic about pushing the bar, keeping your levels honest, keeping your emotions in check, and making sure you're at the right course with that.
Last question.
Go ahead.
are you looking at Bones season 8 as potentially being your last, or are you...
No, I think that it's, I hope the show continues, obviously. I look at for what it is. I think I work show to show, day to day, and, my options are always open, and I always have options to do what is presented to me.